Um, I'm Jeff Getzel. I've been practicing in Evanston, Illinois for many years now, and I have a behavioral optometric practice working with both children and adults, doing vision evaluations, uh, prescribing lenses, and doing VT.
And can you tell us a little bit about the paper that you've written?
This paper is called Neurological Transitions. And over the years, I've seen all kinds of different behaviors from children and adults as they progress with performance lenses and tonics and VT. And there wasn't much in the literature. The first article that I saw was by Larry McDonald, and he spoke um, about the observations he had when patients went through transitions. And he mentioned the concept of critical empathy. Patients would laugh or cry, indicating a change had occurred within the visual system, a reorganization where they were forming at a much higher level visually. And I started to observe my patients and talk to other practitioners, and I came up with certain insights which I wanted to share.
So can you highlight briefly just one or two, or maybe give an example of some of the insight that you've gleaned?
I found out that the more posture, balance, and movement are emphasized in VT, the more transitions people go through. And when they go through a transition, initially it's usually the initial phase is the patients usually have made a big improvement, whether it's being more spatially aware, being able to move their bodies better, being able to read better, but they don't have the neurological support they need, the neural networks. So what they do is they kind of crash, go through a period of reorganization, which they can have old symptoms return. They can be spacey, lightheaded. They can have halting speech, stuttering. Adults can have unresolved emotional conflicts come to the forefront. And then they pass through the transition, the reorganization, and then they're performing at a much higher level.
And do you think vision therapy will helps in 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 making these foundations?
Yes, definitely. And the more you emphasize posture, balance, and movement in in training or therapy, the greater chance of having transitions.
So obviously you advocate for a greater number of tests and procedures in therapy. Are there one or two that you kind of put above the others in helping to build transitions?
Yes, Bruce Wolfe came up with activities emphasizing cybernetic principles, basically getting feedback from what you're doing. And this become, he called it patient goal directing. Uh, let's see, I forgot the term to use, but the basic premise was that patients get feedback from what they're doing, and that enables them to reorganize their performance, what they're doing.
Oh,
Uh,
wonderful, wonderful. Okay, well, thank you.
I,
Yep, sorry.
oh, the only things I want, and the activities that he used, so Russo came up with activities, wolf pursuits, um, and prism and dowels, which are very effective, which are more aimed at processing rather than specific developing specific visual skills, and they're highly effective in leading to transition overall and leading to transitions.
And where can people learn more about those Dr. Wolf's procedures?
Well, Wolf Pursuits is written up by John Streff when he was at SA Noel Center, and OET should have a copy of that. Um, Prism and dowels, I don't know specifically, but it may be in, I don't know where that is specifically. But I do have copies, and I believe in a previous article on tunneling that was covered. So you can find that in VT and tunneling activities.
Wonderful, wonderful. And that was in Optometry and Visual Performance several issues ago. So
Yes.
thank you so much for joining us, and you have a great day.
Well, thank you very much.